Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of tech news, gadget views, and answers that you can use. My question is, how do you get your fingernails so shiny? I mean, I use my fingers all the time, but I don't want to show you my fingernails because they kind of look disgusting. Go ahead, take a look at your fingernails. Does it make you want to throw up? Well, my wife Diana found this gadget from Body Tools on Amazon.com. I will put a link for you in this description. It is a wireless manicure and pedicure kit, so go ahead, hun. Is that smoke?
Next.
Wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to put cream on this stuff first?
Yeah, good idea.
How did I know that?
Let's see if the dust still comes. Ready?
Yeah, the dust is now flying all over my iPad.
You're supposed to buff it in first.
I think she's supposed to rub it in first. All right, do your thing here. Today we are going to attempt me getting a manicure while I deliver the report, and hopefully you appreciate that. Except for that sound, which makes me think I'm back at the dentist.
Oh, they look really good.
There's my thumb before. And there's after. Shiny. Here's a question submitted on LockerGnome.com today. Which lightning connectors should I get for my iPad mini? He's specifically asking if I think it would be better for him to purchase the new Lightning to SD card camera reader or the Lightning to 30-pin adapter, because he has the old 30-pin camera connection kit. If it were up to me, I'd probably go with the Lightning to 30-pin connector because that's flexible, and certainly then you can continue to use the camera connection kit adapters with other iPads. How much bandwidth do you need to live stream? You don't need much so long as your upload rate is fast enough to be able to handle a higher quality audio stream. In fact, your video quality should suffer at the cost of having a higher quality audio stream, because on a video, if the audio sucks, no one wants to watch it. If you have about 700 kbps or kilobits per second upload bandwidth to spare, you should be good to go. That's actually what I use at my live.pirillo.com website for the live stream that's happening right now. Yes, right now. Go ahead, check it out. For HD streaming, which I don't do a lot of, you should have 2 megabits per second upload bandwidth to spare. 37% of PC users migrate activities to mobile devices, according to the NPD group. What have I been telling you guys? Even though you didn't want to listen, this is dying. This is taking over. And of course, I'm holding up this in a generic sense and this in a generic sense. I mean, why would you need this when this would suffice? Think of most of what your parents do online. Check email, surf the web, maybe do a little light social networking, or using this screen as a second screen when they're watching their favorite television show. The bottom line is, the PC needs a person more than a person needs a PC. Sorry. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I would have killed for a computer like this one when I was a kid. I would have killed for a computer like this one when I was a kid. I didn't have either one. And here's the thing. This is also a computer. I held up an iPad. I know that seems to blow everybody's mind, but I gotta tell you, even though this computer can't run Photoshop, doesn't mean that it's not a real computer. And it does enough so that 37% of PC users are migrating over to it. According to a new study by ABI Research, 800 million Android smartphones and 300 million iPhones will be in active use by December 2013. That's pretty darn good. Of course, you gotta remember that most of those Android smartphones are still running gingerbread. Yikes. Oh, Nexus 4, I love you very much, but no one can get it now that I've offended everybody that lives to the north of me. I'm not poking fun of Android by saying that most of its users are relying on an operating system that is slightly out of date, but it still works if a phone is running gingerbread. It's just not as jelly beany. And the bottom line is, I'd rather you have some kind of smartphone than none at all. I hope you guys have been paying attention to my Instagram feed. I'm Chris Pirillo there. I asked you, do you think I should keep the mustache and the sideburns? And most of you said yes. So until I hear otherwise, they're gonna stay. Ubuntu smartphones said to be shipping in October. I'm not sure if I'm going to rush out and get an Ubuntu smartphone. However, I might be interested in possibly converting another one of my smartphones to Ubuntu, a smartphone that was running or is currently running Android. I mean, sounds like a good idea, right? More choice. iPads, thanks to the Mini, were 1 in 6 PCs shipped.
I love my personal computer.
But that's not a computer.
Yes, it is.
What do you mean it's a computer?
This is a computer. And so is this.
Says who?
Says... Wicket. Do I look like him? He likes it.
Well, there you go. Whatever my wife says is true. Microsoft's new Xbox will include Siri-like speech recognition. How do you feel about the Xbox getting your type of functionality?
Checking on that. Would you like me to search the web for how do you feel about the Xbox getting your type of functionality?
Yes, but please use Bing. Google updates Hangouts for Google+, lets you adjust bandwidth use with a slider, adds an audio-only mode. I keep telling you, it's a good tool to use. You're watching him! No, actually, I wanted to show you Silk. Head over to new.weavesilk.com, and I actually featured this on Twitter and Facebook and my Google Plus account before live streaming, and it works very well with your tablet, too. You can change the color, you can change the symmetry. Mindless. Kind of like me. The link is in this video's description, just like every other link that we give you. It's down there. Can you see it, the description? Is it up there now? That really bad German accent brought to you by the number Bleen. And that obscure George Carlin reference brought to you by this can of chicken noodle soup. HackTheKitchen.com. Do you wish your iPhone had support for wireless Bluetooth microphones? Well, you can get it at go.tagjag.com/hdhat. This adapter makes it all possible. Of course, they give you the microphones too. I'm not using these mics right now because I couldn't mitigate the room noise going on here. I'm still using a shotgun mic on top of this camera. I might use these on the road though. Well, and I can now with my iPhone. Again, more information at go.tagjag.com/hdhat. And yes, that is exactly where I got my vlog camera from. Our question of the day brought to you by GoDaddy.com. If you want to save money on your next purchase, just email me first, chris@perillo.com. I will send you my latest list of GoDaddy coupons. Mr. Mick asks, do I need antivirus for Android? It's a simple question, and I would say, by and large, as long as you're only downloading very few items from the App Store and you know that the developers are not infecting those applications with any kind of malware, you should be able to get by without having any antivirus software installed on Android. However, if you decide to install apps from unknown sources, I'd be very careful. Now, that's not to say that every application in Google Play's store is going to be safe for you. I think every application inside of Amazon's App Store, which is full of Android binaries, should be safe, although some of the software that runs on some of those Android apps, it kind of is an awful lot like what you would consider spyware. Oops, this phone has got such a slippery back that it just slid off the box. So, be careful if you're downloading, no matter where you're downloading from. Now, you don't have to be as careful when you're downloading from Apple's App Store because they control the entire experience. Google controls it, it's just they decide to control it differently. You are innocent until proven guilty, whereas with Apple, you're guilty until proven innocent. No matter which applications you decide to download for your smartphone, and I hope the free Locker Gnome app available for both iOS and Android for free. Did I say it was free? I think I said it was free. Let's see who our top user is today. Give me a second. We'll surprise someone. JMoney916 with 355 points. Congratulations, and thank you for being a great part of our community. No matter what you choose to use, thank you for being a part of this experience. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans, and thank you for sharing the things that we are creating for you, including this video and all the content we have on LockerGnome.com. We'll see you later.